Hey everybody, this is the TFL lacrosse ball mobilization. The TFL is basically what's known as your Tensor fascia Latae. Kind of spelled like Latae, but definitely not as good as a latte. In fact, this really kind of hurts. It's basically the piece of muscle that comes right down the side of your, like it basically attaches to the outside of your hip. And a lot of times it's really gunky, and so whenever we stretch, mobilize, things like that, we really can't get through that TFL because it's just like we're hitting a brick wall. So to really unwind that, you're going to take a lacrosse ball and basically find your hip bone and then put the lacrosse ball right underneath it. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay laterally on the ground, take the lacrosse ball, put it right underneath your hip bone on the side, put pressure right in there, and all you're going to do is either hold this position. If it hurts too much, hold it for about 30 to 45 seconds. If you can get a little bit of movement out of there, then what I would do is just basically take your hand, you can kind of reach overhead and then reach down towards your knee. Reach overhead, reach down towards your knee to basically get some side-to-side motion out of that TFL. The other thing you can do is you can also take your foot and kind of reach forward, your foot that's on top, and then reach behind. So you're getting more of a forward and backwards motion. And the last thing you can do is you can also take your head, if you don't want to get too much motion from like basically your feet or your hands, if that's too much pressure, you also can take your head and add a little rotation. Just take your eyes, look to the left, and then look behind you. The left, look behind you. Focus on that for about 1 to 2 minutes. And then switch sides. You should notice a very significant difference as far as your hips moving side to side after you've worked on that tissue.